Hi guys, welcome back to this month's Dumpy Diaries. So this is my May sort of wrap up weigh-in results. We are at the beginning of June, so I'm just going to go over the last month, fill you in on some follow-up of what I was talking about last month with my doctor's visit, and then what the plan is moving forward. So if you're new to my channel and this is your first time with me, I'm Lisa and I am on a wellness adventure to lose 150 pounds. And it's going. All right, so a brief recap for you. In March, I had a big autoimmune flare-up and I put on 21.8 pounds in predominantly inflammation. Then in April, I lost just over 8 pounds of that. And then we have last month. So let's get straight into the numbers if that's what you're here for. And then we'll kind of go from there. So this is what happened over the month of May. All right, let's see what we got. It's been a bit of a rough month, but I feel like should be all right. Good show. All right, so another loss. Still haven't gotten rid of everything that I put on in March, but that's kind of the way it goes sometimes. So I am perfectly happy with where it is. I'm glad I didn't have another set of flare-ups, and we'll just kind of keep going. So I told you in last month's diary update that I had a doctor's appointment on that very last, so I was supposed to have a doctor's appointment on the 2nd, and it turned out that my doctor was sick and I saw somebody else as kind of a temporary. And so we talked a little bit and she ran some labs for me because I hadn't been to see my doctor in person in about 6 months. So she ran those. Results came back pretty good, surprisingly, considering how I felt. So because I hadn't had them in quite a while, she redid my liver enzyme panel, perfectly normal. We do kidney testing quite often because I only have one working kidney, and that's all looking good. We did thyroid and parathyroid testing because I have a lot of the symptomology of that, but once again, perfectly normal. It always has been, and they do all of the T3, T4, and normal panels, so it's a pretty complex panel. It showed up the same, all good. Some of the things that we were checking on, my sodium, potassium, calcium, and chloride levels were all normal, so that was good. And my glucose, my A1C has continued to go up even though my glucose is normal all the time. And we did a fasting panel and it was 92, so it's still normal. But my A1C was still elevated, and apparently that can happen when you have certain other things going on. So we kind of talked about those, and we think that, like my cholesterol continuing to be elevated, it's because of the autoimmune and the mast cell stuff kind of disrupting things. I'm outside and the gnats are gonna bug me. Bug me. Okay, anyway. Yes, so the other things that we were checking on. So my cholesterol number is still too high, but it is down from what it was, which is great. My insulin resistance. This is one of the biggies that I was working on last month. And in my last video, I said that I did really well getting it down just through diet before, but that I was feeling so unwell that I was having like shortcut foods. So I would have a potato with chili or some soup or something like that. And I was eating more carbs in the last 2 weeks before this test than really I had been trying to do, but it was either that or not eat anything because I didn't feel well enough to cook really. So I kind of knew, I was hoping that it was going to be okay. And so to give you a marker, insulin's maximum level that they want it to be is 24.9. When I last had it tested the 6 months previous, it was 245. So I was 10 times the insulin level that I should have been. On this particular test, I got it down to 63, and that's with 2 weeks prior to that having a higher carb load. So I think I can knock that out this month. Basically, I need to stay between 30 to 40-ish% of my daily calories being carbs. So I don't need to do keto, which would screw with everything else I have going on wrong. But I do need to just kind of monitor and so do lower carbohydrates. So 30 to 40% is where I'm aiming for. And I'm hoping that when we do testing in another month, that will have come back even lower. Okay, so all of that was pretty good. Then I actually saw my doctor because I rescheduled to see her. I saw her on the 31st, so a couple of days ago. And we went over everything. She redid a couple of tests. We added some heart testing, and she's trying to get my insurance to approve a cardiologist visit and a heart cath. And I will know about that when insurance either accepts it or declines it. We'll see. They declined her last request for testing, so I don't know how that's going to go. But that's where we're at with sort of trying to see if there's a congestive heart failure aspect to this. What else? And so I see her again in a month, and so that'll be at the end of this month. And we're going to rerun some of these labs like the insulin and see where that's at. So eating this month is going to be pretty much the same, except I am going to keep a closer eye on my carbs. So I am at 1,500 calories and 30 to 40% carbs. And hopefully, so I, in March, put on basically 22 pounds. I've lost pretty much 15 of that. So what does that leave me? 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. 6 pounds. 22. 7 pounds. It would be awesome if I could knock out 7 pounds this month. I don't know, but we'll see. Okay. What else? There is not a whole lot going on, really. I just kind of working, cooking. I am hoping to start my Kitchen Adventures series this month, but I still have a few things I need to get sorted out equipment-wise, and then I just have to feel good enough to do it. So maybe a bit later this month, you will be seeing something from me there, and that's kind of exciting. But other than that, it's same old, just keep swimming. All right, that's it. That's everything. So I will talk to you guys in, I'll talk to you in my daily videos, and I will see you maybe in my Kitchen Adventure series. And if not, I will see you next month to fill you in on how this month goes. All right, you guys have a great week, a great month, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.